More than ever before, women have a growing presence in our U.S. military. On this Veterans Day, 22 News reporter and U.S. Air Force Staff Sergeant Monica Ricci explains how we not only honor the men who've served our country, but also the women who have shaped our fighting force into what it is today.
Women are a lot stronger than they give us credit for, you know.
Back in the 1950s, Elizabeth Patty needed her parents' signatures to enlist in the United States Marine Corps.
I had filled out the paperwork, and my mother and Dad were supposed to sign it, so I stuck it in the drawer by my bed, and I'd take it out and look at it, and nothing was happening. So one night I opened the drawer. I was going to just tear it up.
But she didn't tear it up. 2 years later, in 1954, Elizabeth was on her way to boot camp, eventually serving as a teletype operator at Camp Lejeune.
Some of the older Marines didn't accept it too well. They weren't very happy about women screwing up their Marine Corps, as they put it.
Elizabeth proved herself by working long hours in the communications center.
I fooled around at night with the machines when it wasn't that busy, and I learned how to do it myself. And eventually, when they moved all of us on my group to the night shift, they made me net chief on that shift, which meant I was the head teletype operator.
That same hard work ethic would lead future generations of women service members to where they are today.
I thought it would be really cool to be a Navy pilot, so I went to the Navy recruiter, and he told me that girls don't fly.
But that recruiter was wrong. Women flew then, and even more of them are flying now. And that's not all. In 2016, the Department of Defense made history when it opened all positions to women who qualify, including combat.
I think it's amazing that women can serve side by side by men. It's an awesome feeling to do the same work they do, you know? It's nice to be a part of something that's a lot bigger than you.
Sergeant Palala joined the Air Force right out of high school. In just 7.5 years, she's been deployed to Afghanistan and Southwest Asia.
It was hard because I was young. I spent a couple Christmases and birthdays away, so I think you just miss everyone a lot, but it's for a bigger purpose, so it makes it worth it. I'm going to need you and church to come in today for noon. We got a busy day. And,
Sergeant Palala gained more responsibility, now leading her own team.
They'll use them to get up top sometimes, and if we want to, we can use those to climb up and make sure that the top is good to go as well.
It's Tech Sergeant Palala's job to inspect cargo. That cargo is then loaded onto a C-5M Super Galaxy aircraft, piloted by Lieutenant Colonel Emily Kozel, whose job it is to make sure it gets where it's going safely. Lieutenant Colonel Kozel's dream of becoming a military pilot crashed when a recruiter told her girls don't fly.
It definitely made me more determined. I was irritated. I was angry. I thought, how dare you? My mother told me my whole life that you can do anything you want. You just have to work harder than everybody else to get what you want. So to be here now, it's pretty amazing. It's a great feeling.
Colonel Kozel is now the first ever female C-5 instructor pilot at Westover Air Reserve Base. She teaches pilots of all ranks and helps them maintain their flying hours in the U.S. military's largest aircraft.
We can put our flight plans in here, we can do radios, we can tune navigational aids in here. When I first got to start flying this, I remember coming up and thinking, like I said before, that I'd never know what all these switches do.
Women in the military are also faced with putting their mom duties on hold when their country calls.
It's hard, leaving your kids all the time and trying to explain to them, especially when they're little, trying to explain the greater good, that I'm doing something that's bigger than myself, that's more important.
Back on the ground, veterans like Captain Christy Williams have the important job of caring for our troops. Previously an active-duty medical surgical nurse, Williams now serves as a psychiatric nurse in the United States Army Reserve.
It's just such an honor. You get all these different service members from every branch, every generation of the military, and the stories that you get to hear when they're your patient. And then there's just that level of connection. They know that you're serving, so there's just already that bond.
Having earned her trauma certificates from previous experience, Captain Williams served in the emergency department during her recent deployment to Afghanistan.
It was very rewarding. I mean, there were definitely long nights and really bad things that happened as well, but the team that was out there was absolutely incredible, and the friendships that I made are unlike any friendships I could ever describe to anyone who hasn't been there.
It's those bonds and sacrifices that are celebrated on this Veterans Day, and the commitment.
You raised your right hand and you promised to protect and defend this country. That is something that a very small population can say, and there's nothing like that feeling knowing that you served your country.
That's the feeling these veterans hope all young girls who want to join the military chase after.
At 18, I was unsure, very insecure of life, and it's the best thing that ever happened to me.
It teaches you so much about responsibility, and it really helps you become this well-rounded person.
It's made me a better everything in my life, a better mother and a wife, and definitely a better person.
You learn confidence in yourself. You do things that you never thought you could do.
For Veterans Voices, I'm Monica Ritchie, 22 News.